Stop buying transplants that die in the heat. Plant these seeds instead. Buying a cart full of plants adds up fast, and it's already getting hot. Watching those same expensive transplants die in the heat feels like throwing money away. It's the worst feeling. That's exactly why I'm doing this video. What if I told you there were 12 crops you can plant from seed right now that will sprout quickly and still give you a harvest even when it's hot? So instead of loading up a cart full of transplants, grab a few packets of seeds. And unless you're planting a huge garden, one packet usually has plenty of seeds to plant now and still have some left for next year and even the next year too. It's a way cheaper way to garden and it works in the heat. I'm Angela from Growing in the Garden in Mesa, Arizona. For more desert gardening tips, like, subscribe, and stick around. Besides planting the right crops, here's what matters in the heat. The soil should be light, absorb water well, and be full of nutrients. Plant seeds at the right depth. The seed packet will tell you how deep to plant. Don't let newly planted seeds or seedlings dry out. Sprinkle a little bit of mulch on when you plant, and then add more once the seedlings are up. And finally, if your garden gets afternoon sun, adding shade cloth keeps plants happier. Now, let me show you the 12. Summer squash. Large seeds sprout quickly. Give each plant plenty of room. Once they start blooming, head out each morning to see if you need to hand pollinate the squash if you don't have enough bees. Armenian cucumbers, a heat-loving melon that tastes like a cucumber. Don't skip planting this one. Painted serpent is my favorite variety. You'll get lots of cucumbers. Give them something to climb and harvest them young. I cut up one every day and eat it with lunch when they're in season. Delicious. Yardlong beans. You might know them by Asian beans, snake beans, asparagus beans. They produce long beans you can harvest early and eat like a green bean, or leave them on the vine and harvest as dry beans. They love climbing, so plant them next to a trellis. Basil. Sprinkle a few seeds in any empty spots around your garden, then to one plant once they sprout. Plant a few varieties around your garden. For full bushy plants, keep cutting it back above 2 sets of leaves until the plants are as full as you'd like. Then, keep it harvested or let it flower for the bees. Okra. You don't like okra? Grow it anyway. Try eating it very young, fresh in the garden. If you don't like that, let it get a little bit longer and try some fried or in the air fryer. Or try okra water. It's so good for you. Nothing else grows as easily or gives you as much when temperatures climb. Sunflowers. Look for confection or edible varieties with large seeds. You don't have to take up room in your garden beds with these. They tolerate poor soil. Space them several feet apart so heads will grow large. Leave the flower heads on the plant until the backs turn yellow and start to brown. That tells you the tasty seed is forming inside the shell. Here's a tip. Plant them outside the bed your cucumbers are in and give your cucumbers a living trellis to climb. Cantaloupe. I always get a good harvest when I plant hearts of gold. They're reliable producers. Plant a few seeds a foot or two apart and give them something to climb. Tepary beans. Low water use and desert adapted. They tolerate poor soil and naturally thrive in hot, dry climates. Grow them as a cover crop and let them grow wild. Did you know that a half cup of dry tepary beans has 23 grams of protein and even more fiber? They are a low desert superfood. Watermelon. Pick a bed on the edge of your garden and let the vines spread. Lots of vines means larger, sweeter fruit. If you can, devote a whole bed to this crop and plant a few mounds a couple of feet apart. Every summer, it takes me a melon or two to get the harvest timing down, but when you pick them at the right time, there's nothing better than a homegrown watermelon. Butternut squash. This is a reliable producer even in hot temperatures. Last summer, these vines kept producing all through a heat wave. But don't leave them on the vine too long once they're ready or they'll split in the heat. Peanuts. These tasty snacks grow underground and don't mind the heat. Give them plenty of space. If you have an in-ground area, they will grow best there. Keep an eye out for the yellow flowers. They push down into the soil and that's where the peanuts form, not on the roots of the plants. Roselle hibiscus. This is a long season crop. it won't bloom until the fall. I like growing it in a whiskey barrel so I can let it go until frost. Planting it early in the season gives you a larger plant, which means more calyxes. If you've tried Roselle tea or jam, then you know why I love growing it. What am I missing? What are your favorite crops to plant in the heat? You're not alone if you're trying to garden in a hot, dry climate. Use my planting guide and garden planner. Get the planting dates, growing tips, and a plan that works in the heat at growinginthegarden.com. Want a thriving desert garden? Join my monthly online classes, live or on replay, and get instant access to past classes and journals. Bring your questions and let's grow together in Growing in the Garden Academy.